I'm sad to say that Livescope has ruined ice fishing. I'm going to give you guys a couple reasons why I think that is. Let me know down in the comments if you guys agree or not, and make sure you guys watch until the end, and I'm going to give you a couple reasons why I think you might want to try Livescope when ice fishing. Reason number one is just technology. Technology is taking over everything in this world, and especially fishing and ice fishing, and now all everyone cares about is having this big, heavy thing of technology to carry around to find the fish as fast and easy as possible. They don't worry about taking in the Mother Nature views and hanging out with their buddies. All they care about is taking this out, finding fish as fast as possible, and catching them. Reason number two, similar to that, is the social aspect. You used to just go out and hang out with your friends, enjoy Mother Nature, and just take all in everything around you as you're ice fishing. And now all everyone's doing is just staring at this screen for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, looking at fish, and they're not just enjoying the moment. All they're doing is stuck, hurting their neck, staring at the screen, not enjoying Mother Nature and hanging out with their buddies. So this thing is ruining ice fishing. Reason number three is cost barrier. This thing is not cheap, guys. You used to be able to just get tip-ups, get a cheap flasher if you wanted, or not even use a flasher. Go out, drill some holes, drop a line in, catch a couple fish with your buddies, and now everyone wants to drop $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a Livescope setup to go ice fishing just to catch some little fish through the ice. So the cost barrier alone is ridiculous when it comes to Livescope. Last but not least, guys, it's overfishing. This thing is causing overfishing. You used to go out and, maybe catch a couple fish to take home. Panfish alone in certain states, you can keep up to 50 fish per day. And you used to go out and try to catch a couple, take some home for dinner. Well, now that you have Livescope, you can go out, drill a bunch of holes, get right on top of that school of fish, and you can keep 50 fish. You can catch your limit over and over and over again. You get 10 guys with Livescope out on the lake, you're going to wipe out a fish population in no time. So this thing is causing overfishing when it comes to ice fishing. It is becoming a major problem. Now, all that being said, yes, Livescope, you could say, is ruining ice fishing, but there are some great reasons why Livescope has actually helped ice fishing. Reason number one is it's helping understand fish. It's helping understand where the fish go during the cold weather. It's helping biologists, it's helping anglers figure out where fish go throughout the year when the hard water starts, and makes you be able to catch more fish instead of going out there, standing around for 8 hours, not catching a single fish, and feel like you're wasting your time. And another reason, of course, is efficiency in finding fish, guys. You don't have to Swiss cheese a whole lake searching for fish far and wide. You guys can drill a hole, drop this down, spin it 360, look out 200 feet, and be able to find the schools of fish and get on fish. And I know, guys, I mentioned the over-harvesting part when it comes to Livescope, and that is an issue. But I feel like most of us ice anglers are conservationists and care about the fisheries that we fish. So take into consideration, guys, yes, it is easier to find the fish, easier to catch the fish at times, but make sure you guys take that in consideration. Do you really need to bring home your limit of 50 panfish a day? Probably not. Bring home 10 great quality fish or 20 great quality fish. Come back out for another time, and you don't need to be taking home your limit every single time and possibly hurt the fishery. And another great thing about Livescope, guys, it's great to introduce anglers to ice fishing, especially kids. Kids love seeing this, seeing the fish interact, seeing your bait drop down, the fish eat it, set the hook, and also you're not going to stand out there for 8, 10 hours and get skunked. You guys should hopefully be able to get on the fish faster, easier, and introduce some new anglers to ice fishing and create the passion that we all have as ice anglers for new anglers for generations to come. And with that being said, has Livescope really ruined ice fishing? Drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. If you guys haven't already, subscribe down below, and we got a ton more ice fishing content coming this year. I appreciate all the continued support, and we'll see you on the next one.